So we're doing another trap today. What is this trap called?
Whip trap, sir.
Okay, and it's an easy one to build or a little bit more complex?
Not easy to build.
Okay.
So how many minutes you can build this?
Okay, and what size animal can you get with this?
You catch the animal like a wild boar pig.
A pig or smaller?
Or small, or
Okay.
deer.
A deer,
Yeah.
possibly. So basically it starts out with a long pole here.
It's a tree base bow.
And you have to put it in between like two trees.
Two trees.
Go ahead and push it forward because I'll show you the whip. There's the whip. And so we're going to set that. So this is the first stages of the whip trap, right?
Yes.
We also have some cordage here.
The vines.
The vine. And we're going to tie that vine up over here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the next process with the whip trap is to tie this large stick up with vine. And you want to do it twice, once and twice. All the vine comes off the jungle floor. It's readily available. So you just kind of tie it up any which way, loop it through. The main thing is to make sure it's really tight to support the whipping action. The next part is to get a piece of rattan, and a rattan is a vine, right?
For making a ring lock.
Ring lock, okay. Similar to the ring lock in the crossbow, right?
Like this?
Yeah. But the difference between this and a vine is that it's a little bit stronger, right?
Yeah.
Rattan. And it's a little harder. But you want to knock the outer shell off, is that correct?
Yes.
And then baton it. And watch your fingers, he's good at it, but I cut mine up, going like that. You know, it's got to be twisting right to left rather than pushing straight forward down. Otherwise you're going to be looking at a good hand cut. So again, this is for the ring lock. And the ring will be attached to a trigger rope, right?
Yes.
Once that trigger rope comes off, it pulls the ring off, and I would assume it relinquishes the whip. With the whip trap, after you batoned the rattan, then basically you want to make it, whittle it down a little bit and make it even a very small thin piece like this. So Jopel is now making a trigger, right?
Yes.
And basically it's just a stick with a point on it, approximately what, 3 inches, 4 inches long. Okay, so Jopel is now tying off the trigger. And again, if you look at the size of the trigger, it's about a little bit bigger than my finger down to here. So it's not real big. This does have a point on it. So he's going to tie that off to the pole here. So he's carving out some punji sticks. This would be the size of the bamboo or bigger?
That is a good size.
Okay, so he's making punji sticks, and they're just pointed sticks sharpened up at the end, right? The only thing we might want to do different is make, we only have access to thin bamboo right now, so make the sticks with a much thicker bamboo. So now Jopel's tying on the punji sticks, and this is what will go into you on the whip as when it's finally cocked back and set. So you can see these are extremely sharp. Could do some devastating damage to a human being or any type of animal. So again, the tie for this is a simple granny knot like that, and just bring it around so it's like a little loop. Go ahead and put it through here. And then, without breaking the vine, just cinch it up a little bit. So it's going to start like that. And then you're going to tie these ends off like this. One, two. And again, and then twist over and under. Anyways, that broke off, but essentially what you want to do is just, I'd have to put another piece on there, but essentially tie it off, and that's your stick. So we only have 5 sticks on this, but you could put 10 on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just for time's sake. So we're going to go ahead and set this whip trap. So let's go ahead and set it.
So the trigger.
There's the trigger.
At the top.
It goes over the stick.
The ring lock.
Okay, so pull back a little bit. So as you can see here, this is the trigger line. It goes over the stick. It flattens out onto a ring. This is your trip wire.
There.
And the trip wire, even though we haven't set it, would be run out that way, kind of straight out. So the animal then is coming through here on the trail. You'd want to funnel the animal in, and then the animal trips. There's about 10 punji sticks, and this is what happens. And it sticks in to the animal. So that's why they call it the whip trap. I guarantee you though, if it wouldn't take much to put that in, much pressure to put that inside of an animal as sharp as those sticks are. Is it possible you'd want a little bit more whip on it too, if you could? Maybe more whip, or is this about...
If you like to hard...
A little... So if you want a little bit harder, you would put this stick back a little more.
More, yes.
So you have more whip.
More whip.
Stronger.
Stronger, sir.
And then again, this would be for a bigger animal, or you could kill a human with this, right? Yeah. But for a smaller animal, especially on this hill, the suggestion would be to bring this down, right? Closer to the ground. So you're going to be more down this way than up. So these are some suggestions to maybe prove on the trap, but the basis of the trap is here and the fundamentals are here. So it really, do you think this is a pretty effective trap?
Yes, sir.
You've used it before?
Before using the indigenous people, the native people here in the jungle.
Uh-huh.
That is the using for catching wild boar, pig.
Wild boar, anything else?
Wilder.
Wild dog?
Yes.